Minister, welcome. So Slovenia wants to issue panda bonds next year. Talk to us first about the strategic rationale for considering China's capital markets at this time.
We decided to go for it. With regards to the panda bond, we are following two main goals. One is that we expand the investor base. And the second one is, of course, the diversification of risks, which both these goals could or should get us to the third goal, which is bringing China closer to Slovenia and vice versa. We've had this experience with the samurai bond in Japan, which turned out to be very successful, not just as a bond issuance, but also bringing financial industries closer to another.
Well, Minister, of course, you are the Minister of Finance, but I want to ask you about trade nonetheless. Chinese policymakers said that China will take the initiative in terms of opening up its economy even wider. And this being China, there is policy consistency, so the country will continue to have high standard opening up as well. And Slovenia wants to export more to the Chinese market as well, so I think that fits. In terms of the specific sectors that you think can scale here in the Chinese market for Slovenian products, what do you think they are?
If I answer directly to your question, which are the areas, I would say I would start with pharmaceuticals and biotech. Slovenia has been very advanced historically and also lately in these industries. Then it's automotive industry, which is historically been very strong in Slovenia. And the third one is advanced technologies and AI. Again, even though we are a small country, we are quite advanced. And so I would say that those three areas are those where I see the most possibilities for further cooperation.
Okay, so that's Slovenian exports perhaps to China. I want to ask you about perhaps Chinese investment into Slovenia, because in your 2026-27 budget, funds will be allocated to attracting more FDI. And I want to get your take in terms of which areas in Slovenia maybe welcomes Chinese investment, and if you were to make a pitch for investing in Slovenia as an entry point compared to other EU countries to access maybe the Central European markets or the wider EU markets in general, how would you make that pitch in terms of invest in Slovenia?
What is the advantage of Slovenia compared to the others? I believe it's skilled workforce, very highly educated, skilled workforce, especially in the areas of natural sciences and technological sciences. The other argument I would use is flexibility. Combining both together gives us a competitive edge towards the others, and I can explain this on a simple case from the past. We're talking a lot about the pharmaceutical industry. A lot of Swiss companies are moving their R&D centers into Slovenia, also the production facilities into Slovenia, just because of it, of highly skilled workforce and flexible environment. And Sandoz, who decided for $500 million investment in the northeastern part of Slovenia, I think this is kind of an example of good cooperation and of flexibility, which I believe it's difficult to find in larger countries.